Hi guys, Stephen from Northern Beaches Hapkido. Hope you're all well and surviving the lockdown. Today we're going to go through front kick, and we're going to just work on the basics of front kick. I'll explain a couple of different options. We will also do a side kick, which will be in the other videos, and a hook kick. So there's a kick for all different levels. Just remember that when you do these kicks, don't worry about the height, don't worry about the speed. Really work on the foundations and the basics, and everything else will come with time. But develop the foundations and then we can progress from there, okay? So let's get into it, guys. Remember, always warm up and have a stretch first, and then you can get into all your kicking. All right, guys, so the first thing, the most important thing is the position of your foot, okay? So when you're doing the front kick, you've got to pull your toes back and point your foot forward. So it's like you're walking on the ball of your foot, okay? So a good exercise is even just to walk around like this for a couple of minutes, just to get that position of the foot, because you're always wanting to kick with the ball of the foot. If your toes are pointed, you're going to have issues there. If you have a look at it in a straight line, you can still be on the ball of the foot and your foot is internally rotated, and that's not what you want. So you want your foot in a straight line with the tibia. Your toes are pulled back. So then it's one straight line and your ankle isn't compromised if you hit something. Okay, so straight line, pull the toes back, point your foot forward, and again, it's like coming up onto the ball. Okay, the second thing is, when you're doing your front kick, your knee has to come up, okay? Your knee must come up, your foot points forward from here, okay? Now, when you do any sort of kicking or anything, even when we go on to hand techniques, power comes from your core. It's from core to extremities. So one of the faults with front kicks is people come up and they just push from their legs, okay? Now that's like holding a ball and kicking up. What we want to do is drive forward. So it comes from your hips, your core, and through. So when we're doing our kick, you must push forward, okay? So let's do it nice and low and work from there. Remember, your hands are always up in a guard position, and you've got your positive and your negative, okay? Now, let's do the kick. Let's keep it nice and low from here, up, forward, and back, and coming back. Remember, push those hips forward. That's the biggest part of it. Okay, so I'll demonstrate some of the kicks now. When you do your kick, push from the hips, knee comes up, and then follow through with pushing your hips forward, positive and negative. Okay, so work on those. Remember, work on your level. Don't go for too much height or too much speed. Slow it down, break it down, and everything will come through after. Okay, good luck.